Mr. Speaker,
Gentlemen, first you rise.
I will be debating against this bill.
One has the floor.
Thank you. Really, this has been a frustrating thing. I think for me, this is one of the reasons I ran for this seat, was to fight back against the government's overreach into our community, into our lives, into the decisions that we make for our kids, or for the kids for their own decisions that they make themselves, or at this point, for businesses unable to make the decisions of what they see is a true training for their industries. I will point everybody to the actual appropriations budget for this year and look for the workforce development. I would encourage everybody to go try to do that when they get a chance. And you just look at the semiconductor workforce. Currently, they're asking for a $15 million supplementals for this year alone, plus another $15 million for the next fiscal year, for fiscal year 24. And yet we just saw news articles all over the place stating that Micron is laying off 10% of its workforce. So how did the workforce development get it so wrong? How did they get it to where they really thought the need was not just a need for fiscal year 24, but we thought that need was so drastic for fiscal year 2023 that we're currently in, that we had to spend $15 million or attempt to spend $15 million. And we forgot to talk to Micron, probably the largest person that we're actually training for that they're now laying off 10% of their workforce. To me, the workforce development as a whole is getting it wrong. Our job is not to tell industries what we're doing. Our job is to actually encourage a free market society. And that is what our founding fathers have pushed. That is what the people that have sat in this chamber before have pushed. But for some reason, we are at the point where we're thinking that we need to make these decisions for the taxpayers of Idaho, and they can't make this for themselves. So I would encourage everybody, if you can find one thing wrong with the bill, and almost everybody that actually has got up and spoke in favor of it had actually stated that there was something wrong with the bill. They didn't think it was perfect. I say we send it back. I say we say no and push that red light and tell them we're not going to do this until we see this as 100%. We agree that this is a good bill for the state of Idaho. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.